Shalom. I just want to start off by saying, Call Halayim Le Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai Ba'Hashem HaKadosh. Want to give double honors to the apostles and the elders, great millstone. Peace and salutations to all for elect and the occupants spread this truth throughout the four corners of this earth. My name is Asha Allah, and today's topic is just going to be about which riches do you want to possess in that day. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. This is Matthew 6. This is Matthew 6 and verse 24. And Salakia. Matthew 6 and verse 19. It says, lay not up for yourselves treasures upon earth, where moth and rust doth corrupt, and where thieves break through and steal. But lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust doth corrupt, and where thieves do not break through nor steal. So, and that's plain and simple to the point. We're not supposed to be laying up treasures here upon earth, man. Because you get it one day and it can be gone the next. It can be corrupted, but we ought to lay up treasures in heaven, man. And what are those heavenly treasures, man? Those heavenly treasures consist of us doing the work. Reading, studying, applying what we read, going out to the highways and byways, man. That's us laying up our treasures in heaven. Just want to go here real quick. This is Luke 6 and 24. And it says, "What? Woe unto you that are rich, for ye have received your consolation." When you go into the word consolation, on the etymological line, it just says alleviation from misery or distress of mind. When you go into the word alleviate, the root word of alleviation, it just means to lighten a burden. So those that are rich now, you have received your comfort already, man. But it says what? Destruction is coming onto you, man. And then you can also use the scripture to apply to those small hats, the JOOs, or as Michael Rappaport would say, put the ish on our name. You could use that to show that those people are not the people of the land today, are not the people, are not the real Jews, man. Why? Because they have everything. They have the riches of this world. They own everything. And as this scripture says real quick, not to get off topic, but as this scripture says, James 2 and 5 says, "Hearken, my beloved brethren, have not the Most High chosen the poor of this world rich in faith, and heirs of the kingdom which he hath promised to them that love him?" So God's chosen would be the poor of this world, man. So that's a cut right there, showing that people is not the real people. They're not the real Jews, man. But it says what? It says, "Hearken, my beloved brethren, have not the Most High chosen the poor of this world rich in faith?" So the chosen are going to be of a low status of this world, man. But what? They're going to be rich in faith, man. And that's one of the riches, to have that you're storing up in the heavens, man, is your faith, man. And also this wisdom, From then, let's go back, because I'm just going to go into a couple precepts showing what the riches of this world is going to bring you in that day. This is Proverbs 11 and start at verse 28. It says, "He that trusteth in his riches shall fall, but the righteous shall flourish as a branch," man. So you putting all your eggs in one basket concerning your riches. It's just you're just gonna fall by it, man. Let's jump up to verse 4. It says, "Riches profit not in a day of wrath, but righteousness delivereth from death," man. And that's the day that I was talking about, man. The day of wrath. The riches of this world is going to profit you not, man. But what's going to get you delivered? Righteousness. Having this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Your faith. because that is what's counted as our righteousness. Let's get that. And Philippians 3, what is it? Philippians 3 and 9 says, and be found in him, not having my own righteousness, which is of the law, but that which is through the faith of Hamashiach, the righteousness which is of the Most High by faith. Now let me just read this in the NLT. It says, and become one with him, I no longer count my own righteousness through obeying the law. Rather, I become righteous through faith in Hamashiach. For the Most High's way of making us right with himself depends on faith. And that's a cut right there, showing that the law is not our righteousness, man. The law is to be kept, is to be upheld. But we're not counted righteous by obeying the law. Our righteousness is through the faith that we have in Hamashiach, man. Let me just read the last part of the NOT for this Philippians 3 and 9. For the Most High's way of making us right with himself depends on faith. And let's go into, I'm going to grab this Wisdom of Solomon real quick. Because along with the faith, this wisdom, that is our riches, man. Wisdom of Solomon 8 and 5, it says, if riches be a possession to be desired in this life, what is richer than wisdom that worketh all things, man? So wisdom is richest than all the riches in this life, man. The true riches is wisdom. Let's just grab another one real quick. Let's type that up. Proverbs 8 and 11 says, for wisdom is better than rubies, and all the things that may be desired are not compared to it. Backing up the point in that Wisdom of Solomon 8 and 5, man. The true riches is this wisdom and the faith. Proverbs 16 and 16 says, how much better is it to get wisdom than gold, and to get understanding rather to be hold on, let me just read this over again, Salakia. How much better is it to get wisdom than gold, and to get understanding rather to be chosen than silver? Because why? This wisdom is going to deliver us, man. Having faith in a Mashiach, that's what's going to deliver us from the day of wrath. Let's just grab this real quick in Isaiah 33 and 6. It says, what? And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahshai is his treasure, man. So we are in pretty shaky times right now. The grip around this society is getting tighter and tighter. And what's going to keep us stable? What's going to keep us rooted? What's going to keep us above the rest? It's wisdom and knowledge, man. It's going to be the strength of our salvation. It says the fear of the Lord is his treasure. And fear and faith is synonymous, man. So that's our treasure. That's the riches. And which one are you going to possess in the day of wrath? Hopefully this was edifying, in showing that the riches of this world is not going to save you. But this knowledge, wisdom, understanding, and faith, that's going to be be what gets us saved, man. It's going to be our righteousness. I just want to end up by saying, Call Halayim La Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai Ba'ashem Kakadash. Want to give the honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to Fulek and the Akim, spreading the truth throughout the four corners of this earth. Shalom.